recording. Last session, guys, we have already talked about all the human beings have some kind of basic needs, their basic needs in life. So human beings in Africa will have some needs. These needs are the same of the people living in Asia, living in Australia, over there in the Americas. All of them are basic for their lives. Like, do you remember these basic needs, guys? We have mentioned three yesterday. Eating,
House or education?
it's not a basic need. You will not be dead without a house, right? You'll be homeless, but you will not be dead. Here I mean the basic needs, like simply to be nutrition, food, mating, and to bury your beloved ones. These are, and sociologists agreed that these are the three basic human needs all over the world. In any place, any human being needs these three issues. And it's somehow related to animals, but it's not our issue here. Okay? So we have the same basic needs, right? So why do you think we have different cultures? All of the people all over the world have the same basic needs. But on the other hand, we have different cultures. We have some, we can say, super cultures or high cultures, and we have the lower ones. In fact, my friends, to answer this question, I have to tell you that people or humans are able to satisfy their needs or to meet their needs in a vast number of ways. For example, if you want to eat, of course, here in Saudi Arabia or all of the countries in the Gulf area, I think one of the popular meals here will be kapsa, to have some kind of meat or chicken with some rice. This you can consider it the traditional or the popular meal. In other places in the world, they do not depend on rice. They depend on potatoes, for example, like Holland. In other places in the world, they depended on bread. Got the issue? So we need food, but how we gonna meet this need? Of course, by using a lot of ways. Let's see the far Southeast Asia. They can simply eat anything in the sea. Of course, if you are living next to the sea or to the ocean, you are familiar with eating fish, for example. But of course, there are some kinds of fish you won't eat it or you won't even try it, like uh, sushi, for example. Let's compare sushi with American fast foods, okay? Burger or pizzas or whatever. So one, the pizza, the sushi will come from Southeast Asia, for example, and the other one will be from the western side of the world. So let's talk about popularity. Which one have you ever tried sushi? Maybe I'm gonna hear yes, no,
Yes,
maybe.
I tried like 5 times or more.
Okay, okay, 5 times in your whole life, right? So here I have out
I
of
think so,
23.
yes.
Okay, out of 23 students, I have one. Let's be optimistic a little bit. Let's say five. Okay, five out of 23. Maybe the quarter of the number, one fourth. طيب. Let's talk about American fast foods, burger or KFCs. Have you ever tried them? I think before answering this question, all of you will have some kind of experience with the American food, with the American brands, right or wrong? This
Right,
is
of
not
course.
true.
Most of us.
So we can say, why do you think, from your opinion, the American food is more popular than the Southeastern Asia cuisine. Why do you think the American is popular? Let's say the American beverages. I'm not talking about alcohol here. I'm talking about soda. I'm talking about cola and Pepsi. Of course, they are popular all over the world. Although you have other domestic alternatives. If you're gonna go to the market, you're gonna see a lot of sodas, but directly, unconsciously, you will go with the American brands. Why do you think? And maybe, by the way, maybe the alternatives will be better than the American ones, but you will go with the brand. You will go with the American brand. Why? Because somehow in your mind, you have the meaning or you have figured out the meaning or the conclusion of the superiority of the American culture.
Mister,
Yes,
so can I go to the bathroom?
go.
Thank you.
Welcome. Because somehow, guys, they made they are using the multimedia. They are using the propaganda. They are simply promoting for their products. Even the government will support them. Okay. And I'm not telling you that in other places, the governments will not support them. Like, for example, if you wanna try a pizza, another example, if this one is not clear to you, if you wanna try pizzas, okay, simply you will go to try it in a restaurant or you will ask your mother to cook one for you. Obviously, there is no comparison. With all my respect to all of the mothers, okay? My wife, by the way, making a delicious pizza. But if you're gonna buy it from outside, it's gonna taste more different, okay? So I will go to take my pizza from a pizza shop or from a restaurant. I will go with the American brand or with the Italian brand.
Italian.
It's better if you go to the Italian, but try to have a look at your city. If there is
صح بس
any
الامريكان براند احسن
Italian,
من الايطاليان
if there is
لانه
any
يعني
Italian, sorry,
تفضل.
Abdurrahman. Sorry, Abdurrahman, yes.
الامريكان براند احسن لانه الايطاليان براند يعني بحط شويه جبنه شويه يعني يعني ما عنده سخي يعني ما له سخي صراحه
First of
الامريكان
all,
براند بحط
okay,
كل شيء بقلب البيتزا وبتطلع شبعان
according
ومبسوط كمان يعني
according to your demand, if you ask him to supply you with more cheese, for example, of course, he will do it for you. It's upon your request. But my point of view, let's have a look at your city. Let's have a look here at Riyadh. Let's count the Italian cuisines here, the Italian restaurants that are offering Italian food. I think you're gonna reach the number maximum 5. And all of them are specialized in pasta, not in pizza. On the other hand, you can find a lot of American branches. Pizza Hut, Domino's Pizza, for example. Okay? So, even though you will be able to try the American brands for, you can say, for only once in your life to see the difference, to have some kind of comparison. My point of view, the superiority of cultures. All the cultures are not the same. We are following the crowd, okay? Because simply the states is taking the lead right now. So from our own perspective, as normal human beings, I'm not talking to only ourselves living here in the Middle East, but the whole world will have some kind of a super look to this culture. You will be fascinated with this culture, the superiority of it. Let's go back a little bit. I have already told you guys that we have some common needs basic human needs. Okay? By living here in the Middle East, or even in Australia, or in Brazil, for example, all the humans need some basic and unified needs. We're gonna call these needs universal needs. Okay? We're gonna call this needs, guys, universal needs, culture universals. Okay, do you see it? Culture universals. So the culture universal will be the needs that are so basic that all societies must develop a certain features to ensure their fulfillment because they are basic needs to the existence for the survival of the humankind. Try to tell me some. I have told you food, right? Food, marriage, and burying your beloved ones. So, what do you think? Guys, guys, my friend.
Medicine.
Medicine, medication, healthcare.
Yes, without it we will die.
Okay, healthcare. Who else? What about the myth? Myth. They are basic needs. Can we live without myth? Do you know what's a myth at the very beginning?
الدراج or اللي هو الخرافة.
No, it's not a medicine. Yes. I'm not talking, of course, we can live without drugs, right? Use your mind, Abdurrahman. I'm not talking about myth, the drug. No, I'm talking about myth as a fancy story, not a fancy one. Something is not true, and you know it's not true, but you're gonna pass it. Yes, some kind of superstitions. Yes, but you're gonna pass your myth from a generation to another. The gift giving. Okay, how if you have a gift and you wanna offer it for, you wanna give it to one of your friends. What about the protocol? How are you gonna offer it to him? Wrapping it or simply putting it in a plastic bag and give it to him, throw it to his face. In China, for example, over there, in Japan, you have simply to present it by using your both hands with some kind of bowing as respect. And of course, if someone offered you a meal, especially at his place at home, if you're gonna have some kind of a dinner at home, you should, in order to show good manners, you should give him some kind of a gift. And also, the next day after your visit, you must send him a thank you postcard for his invitation. So, these are the manners in different places, right? Like, for example, according to our culture, if you're gonna have some kind of a feast, if anyone invited you to his place to eat with him. So I think your parents will tell you these manners, that once the owner of the house, or the most important one on the table, if he stands or stops eating, you must stop. Do not continue eating. Are you familiar with this issue, guys?
Mr. I'm familiar, like in Egypt, there is a saying that says, like for men, كل أكل الجمال وهم قبل الرجال. Like to finish, if you're a guest, yes, if you're a guest, finish your food quickly.
Yes, exactly. Do you know why? Because simply you will transfer or you will show the idea that you are not hungry. You have efficient food at your home, at your place. You are not hungry. You are not coming here just simply to eat, but to show some manners. And of course, if you are using the utensils or if you are using spoons and forks and so on, do not make any noise with them on plates. Okay, guys, I do not know what's the problem. I'm disappointed today for not using my camera. Okay, we can continue our discussion. I think your exam will be the first and second session, guys, but starting from the third, and you will have some kind of a break.